Hello, beautiful people. I hope that this week has been treating you well as I am recording this on March 26th. So we are right in the midst of eclipse season, and there's just so much happening this week energetically that it's really been hard to do more than one or two things a day. And I am grateful that I'm in a place where I can really adapt my schedule to the energy of what's going around. And so I want to just really check in and share with you what's coming through here from my perspective. And every week I have been doing my best. As the past couple weeks, I've been doing my best to share dreams and astrology, the transits that are really impactful, influential to our dreaming space, our subconscious, and just our overall experience of connecting with our inner being. And the weeks of the eclipses have been really difficult for me to get this information out. And I just am having so much grace and patience with myself. And sometimes it's just easier to show up, and just talk on camera versus, creating a nice, cool looking post and the like. So that is what I'm going to be sharing here in this video. And so I just want to say firstly that, again, this is a pretty intense week. And so if you have been really feeling a lot, experiencing a lot, seeing a lot of people in suffering and just feeling really helpless or just overwhelmed, I want to say that you are not alone. I've been feeling all of those energies and more. And what has been really helpful to me, which is so simple but not easy, is to simply just take a moment, several moments throughout your day to literally just breathe. Connect to your breath, connect to your heart, and just be present with that energy. And also to really see where it's showing up in your body is really important, because I have been able to catch my triggers and also able to just discern what body part or what organ is activated right now, is triggered, is sensitive. And that gives me a deeper understanding of what is in my space and what I'm processing. And, so many of us, we feel that we've done pretty much I've been doing the work for so long that it's I thought that I, healed this. I thought that I had integrated this, and there's always a deeper layer. It's just how much can one person take? And so just have grace and patience with yourself and invite breath, invite, that presence, and just send love. When you feel where it's showing up in your body, which for me, as I'm rubbing my abdomen, it definitely is in this region. Lately, it's been my ribs, lower down here on both sides, both sensations, very similar sensations. And I have been able to pinpoint the triggers, and I have also been able to connect with that part of my body to just inquire. And what's so beautiful is when you are connected to dreams, you will be able to gain that more insight, a deeper understanding of what is still unresolved and what is in your space right now. Because with dreams, yes, they're connected to trauma at times, or just, the repressed memories and emotions. And of course, we also get the insight and guidance of the future. And either way, if it's future, if it's past, there's always really the present moment, because our dreams are showcasing us what is in our space currently. So it might be something in our space that is from a past memory or a past traumatic event. There could be something in our space that is connected to the future, something to anticipate. And really, it's all three, because time really breaks down when it comes to other dimensions and, perspectives. And so really, if you can, pay attention to your dreams, especially when we're in these moments of heightened activity and, just accelerated transformation. And so for this week, as far as the dream energy, the week began with Mercury retrograde Cazimi. Now, the Mercury retrograde Cazimis are my favorite Cazimis because our focus is already turned inward. And we're working with Mercury, which is, the intellectual mind, the logical mind, and it really focuses on communication and energy exchange. And so I always feel with Mercury retrograde, I am communing even more so with my inner being. I am going deep within and just having a conversation. And it's not always, through words, it's through vibration and, just an energy exchange and sensation. And so when Mercury is in that divine alignment with the sun, which is what Cazimi means, it's Mercury entering into the heart of the sun. That is that moment of receiving a very profound revelation or just an aha moment, or something just shifts where it just clicks. And I did have that experience at the beginning of the week. And I'm curious if you all had that experience as well. Feel free to share in the comments. And with this Mercury retrograde Cazimi, following that, we had we had the moon move into Aquarius, move into Aquarius that same day, and made a conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius, which there was a lot going on there. And so the moon reaching her waning crescent phase, co-present with Pluto in Aquarius, I guarantee you something came forth really big through your dreams, or through it may have even shown up in your conscious awareness, or more than likely in your body. And so this is, again, why I am really reminding you to connect to your body. I know sometimes a lot of us can be really overstimulated by sensory aspects of life, and it could be a lot. And again, that's why we're invited to breathe and just show compassion and grace to whatever sensations we're feeling, and connect with it and not shut it down, and just ask, what is it that you are trying to tell me, or whatever feels right for you, or just sitting and being present and see what comes forth. And so paying attention to your dreams with Pluto, the waning crescent also in Aquarius, right? So Pluto and a waning crescent moon in Aquarius is where I'm going. This waning crescent phase is literally bringing up it's like a final purge, so we can finally release and clear. And 9 times out of 10, it's a purge of something coming deep from within us, right? And it is showing us through our dreams of what we still are needing to resolve at this time as we close up this cycle and move into a new cycle. And with the waning crescent phase, more than likely, this is a time where our spirit guides, our inner being, our ancestors are the most, or the loudest, right? Because usually sometimes the messages, the signals can be very subtle. Around this time with the waning crescent moon, I see like this darkness and like almost this quiet energy where the messages are a bit more readily available to hear, especially with Mercury retrograde, right? And having that Mercury retrograde Cazimi. So moving forward, I'm talking as if this is the cosmic climate. And for those of you who aren't familiar with cosmic climate, it's a weekly horoscope, basically, that I share every week on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked out Cosmic Climate, definitely check it out. If you haven't also checked out my stories here on Instagram, I always share at the beginning of the week the oracle for the week. Usually I share it on Sunday or Monday. And so it just ties everything together really easily. And we got some really interesting oracle messages. So I invite you to go over to my YouTube channel and check out Cosmic Climate, where I talk more about Neptune and Aries, which I'll probably share here too. And I also talk about, the solar eclipse. But right now I want to focus on dreams, but I do want to point to Venus retrograde moving back into Pisces, right? So Venus backtracking into Pisces, and then later in the week, Mercury retrograde is going to back into Pisces. So there is this emphasis of connecting to the unseen, connecting to into your intuition, your dreams, your inner world, and it's all turn inwards, right, with the retrograde planets. So on the 27th, which is the day following when I'm sharing this video, Venus will move back into Pisces. She will have a conjunction with Neptune. And this is the night, March 27th. Really pay attention to your dreams. Pro tip, if you want to work with this energy and really get to the bottom of things, you can ask your inner being or your dreaming self or your subconscious, whatever, however you connect with it, ask it a question or just ask it to, my favorite way to ask is just show me what I'm missing, show me what needs healing, what needs to be integrated, what's unresolved. Show me is the perfect way to phrase it, because our dreams tend to be, like not words, but in images and symbols and things of that nature. So on March 27th, invite your inner being to show you what you need to know right now or what's unresolved. And so moving forward, the next day, the moon, or actually I should say on the 20th or on the 26th. So, actually the moon is already in Pisces as I'm sharing this. So the moon is in Pisces, and on the 28th, Luna will have so many connections while she's in Pisces with Saturn, with the North Node, with Venus retrograde, with Neptune. There's a lot of activity. So the night of the 27th, the night of the 28th are really active dream time. So that's something that you want to really take note and pay attention to. On the 29th, early in the morning at 6:57 a.m. Eastern time is a solar eclipse. And so more than likely we'll be sleeping at that time, or like I always feel and experience the essence or like the intention or what the lesson might be or the message might be will come as these planets are reaching these alignments or these transitions. It's always the buildup. So the night of the 28th is probably going to be very impactful in reference to our dreams and what comes through. And really this weekend too, because we have Mercury retrograde moving back into Pisces the same day as the eclipse. So that's the 29th, that's Saturday night. And then Mercury retrograde is also going to have a conjunction with Neptune. And then the following day, Neptune will move into Aries, initiating a new 14-year cycle. So this week, there's so much going on. If you feel ungrounded, if you feel unfocused, or there's just a lot of energy on your shoulders, in your heart, in your space, you are not crazy. Like, you are not alone. I've been crying literally every day. Like, no reason to, well, I have many reasons to cry, but nothing's like specifically happening. It's just like, I just need to keep purging these waters. And the way I have been, every so often I'll think about tears as, especially in this case, I'm releasing past memories, right? Because there's nothing specific that I'm crying about, so to speak. It's just like this feeling to cry, to purge, to release. And we know that water holds memory. And with the tears, the water coming from my body and coming out, it feels so personal that I'm releasing these really deep memories that I can't comprehend, but I'm just energetically letting go of them. And so I invite the tears, and when I can cry, I'm just crying. I don't care who's around. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm just going to let it go, because obviously it's coming up for a reason. So I hope this was helpful. And next week, I do plan to put this in a post form, but I do like to show up and connect with you all. As I am, again, recording this on March 26th, tonight being a Wednesday night, I am going live on my podcast channel, Journey Through the Innerverse, on YouTube, and I'll put the information in the description of this video. But we're going live, my good friend Alexis and I, my co-host, and we're going to be reflecting on the dream space over the past lunar cycle. We'll also, pull some cards for the new cycle, and just to see what the energy has been within our subconscious and with our dreaming realm. And so that's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So we invite you to tune in. We typically go live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time to talk about a specific dream topic. So if you're interested in dreams, if you're interested in dreams and astrology or astral travel and mysticism, please come connect with us. You can chat with us live in the chat during our conversation. And we love hearing your perspective and answering questions. And yeah, it's just a really good time. So we invite you to share that space with us. And again, that's tonight, March 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So thank you so much for tuning in, and please like the video if you enjoy this. Also, I would love to hear your perspective, how your dream space has been, not only right now, but maybe over the past couple weeks since the Pisces new moon. We are in eclipse season. I'm going to say this. I really do get the impression, I get the vibe that this intensity of eclipse season is going to follow us into the new lunar cycle, right? Which is the Aries lunar cycle. And so this Aries solar eclipse is the last eclipse for about 6 months. However, it's setting the tone for this next lunar cycle. So just have patience, breathe. You don't have to rush to act or rush to make a decision. Just take your time with everything. And I really do hope that you have a easeful, peaceful, loving solar eclipse, new moon. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Take care.